Previously on Dances with Dice, when last we left our heroes, Finian, the halfling artificer, Theo, the satyr fighter, and Felix, the human bard. Our heroes delved deep underneath the smuggler's warehouse. Discoveries abound and evil permeates every corner. Now, as battle commences, what dangers await our heroes as a newly erected and old evil has found its way back into the world. This week on Dances with Dice.
All right. So as we return, I would like everybody to please roll initiative.
Initiative, goddammit.
Hand on her mouth. She's like, I told you, I told you, I told you, I told you. She's calling it out.
It's just the wonderful feeling of being correct.
She's both angry. She's like I was right, but she's also pissed because she's like she kind of wanted to be wrong because that would make her life so much easier. But I suppose at the same time, this does help her forward her own goals. 15.
6.
All right.
8.
Jesus, guys.
Sorry, I rolled a 6 and I have +2 to my initiative.
Look, I rolled a 2 and I have a +4.
You are not level 20 anymore.
I'm not even level, we're not even level 3.
It's still just fun to me. All right, so you guys enter this room. You hear this guttural, draconic phrase spat at you. You have a moment to kind of collect yourself before the.
I haven't collected shit. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
As this guy he is top of initiative, he is going to move over here with his crossbow, and he is going to take an aim for the biggest person in the room. So
did we walk into the room? Because aren't we like still in the doorway?
The doorway. You're kind of in the doorway because the door is open.
Okay.
For the sake of ease of maneuvering, you're all stacked on top of each other, but like you can take a step in if you wanted to just get yourself in the room. But you are effectively in the doorway.
I'm not even in yet. I'm over here. Like what?
That's true. You were over there, but you would have heard all of this. You're still technically.
I'm saying I was following them.
All he heard is the draconic shouting, and then Theodosia going, "I told you! I told you! I told you!"
All right. This first cultist is going to take a shot at the only one he can see, which is Theodosia. Does a 20 hit?
20 hit. Yes.
That is 3 points of piercing damage as this bolt kind of like buries itself just like not super deep in your shoulder, but it gets past the armor. And he will kind of look at the spellcaster, and the spellcaster will shout again in Draconic, "Hold them off me." That will end his turn. Felix, you are up. Theo, you're on deck. Finian, you are after that.
Oh
God, my spell list is so not helpful right now.
I'm built for flavor, not combat.
I'm just supposed to be pretty.
Felix is finally like, oh right, this is what adventurers do, and like looks at their nails. Shit.
He's like, no.
Oh God. All right.
Also, Morgan, your nails are very pretty.
Thank you. Hannah, how'd you do that measuring tool thing?
Go to
Was it you or Zach?
We both. Well, everyone can do it.
So there is a little. So if you look on the
there's a
left-hand
ruler on the
side,
left-hand
there's a
side.
ruler, and if you pick yourself up, and I think if you Q, is it Q or space bar? Hang on.
What do you mean?
We figured this out the other day, how you can click and drag, but if you're holding a button, you will have the arrow come out with you, so you know what your distance is.
Oh, I don't remember this.
You just click on the measuring tape tool and then you click
Oh,
on
yeah,
yourself
you don't hold
and then
down
you drag
Q.
out.
Yeah, if you
hold
grab
down on
yourself,
yourself and
hold
click-
down
and hold
Q,
down
and
Q,
then
and then
pull,
move
you'll have
yourself.
an arrow go with you.
Oh, okay. I see. Thank you.
So you don't have to keep switching back and forth between the measuring tape and your thing.
Oh.
And you can use yourself basically as a measuring tool.
Oh, that's cool.
One
Yeah.
sec.
Just be careful of the gray screen.
You.
Oh, God damn it, did the thing again.
You. In a real part. Okay. I'm gonna use my movement to move a little bit closer where I just placed myself.
Okay.
And then, okay, this should work.
So you move into the room to the northeast corner of the room.
And then I'm going to cast Bane.
All right.
The three of them have to make charisma saving throws.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Their charisma sucks.
Yay!
That's what's your DC?
14.
That's one fail. That is a second fail. That's 3 fails. They are all baned.
Yay! Okay.
You hold your hand out, and this sort of like purple and black smoke leaps from your fingers and wraps around all of their heads, obscuring them, and they're like shaking their heads and swatting at their faces, trying to get rid of the smoke, but they are obscured. That is your action.
Right.
What is your bonus?
My bonus is I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on Finian.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
Finian, you have a D6 inspiration die.
Ooh, what can I use that for?
Any attack roll or saving throw.
Okay.
All right, so Felix, is that on your turn?
Yes.
All right, the second cultist is going to... Yeah, that's enough. The second cultist is going to run right up to you because they don't like what you just did, and is going
No.
to take a smack at you.
Right on your face.
Oh no, I'm pretty. Don't do that.
Not my moneymaker.
Okay,
No,
what's
that's the
your...
ass.
Oh, that even with
At least he's not beating
even
her ass.
the base. Okay, so wait, no, okay, that's a... I need to roll a d4. Will a 15 hit?
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
That is 5 points of slashing damage as their scimitar, like they're blindly swinging, and you're able to kind of like dip and dodge a little bit, but it just catches you kind of on like the side of your, just the side of your chest, and it like slashes up just past your collarbone.
I don't know how concentration works. Do I have to roll to keep my spell going?
Yes, please roll me it's a con save. You need to, since it was below 10 damage, you need to roll 10 or more.
It was 18.
Okay, yeah, you hold on to the spell.
Yay!
Is that little guy literally on top of him, or should he be in another location?
I
He's
don't
like,
see him as on top of me.
yeah, he's not on
Yeah,
top.
he's
to the,
five. He's in a 5-foot square.
He's in a 5 foot square.
Oh, I see him as literally on top of Felix.
Yeah, no, he is not. That is a weird
I
thing
see
with the
him.
map.
He's as my thing
Reload.
Yeah, my thing sees him as like that. He is on Felixinians, their new ship
No,
name.
They're
space.
fine.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, now it's fixed.
All right, Theo, you are up. Finn, you are on deck.
Alrighty. What should she do? She is gonna. What's this drop like?
Oh, it's like 5 feet. Like five, maybe 8 feet or something. It's not like there are steps that lead down into the. Like on the north end of this pit, you see a cutout where it's like the steps that Felix is standing on descend down to give you easy access to the pit. So like the part of the room you're in, and you kind of see the layout now. It's like a slightly raised platform for 3/4 of the room around it, and then it dips down at the very end, ending in stairwells that allows you to walk down into the pit. But like if you jumped into the pit, it'd be like a 8-foot drop. It's below 10 feet. You can enter the square of an ally without causing issue.
Sorry, my screen is gray, so I actually cannot see. My thing went gray because I grabbed it. So
I'm going to turn night vision on just to see if that fucking fixes it for you.
Maybe.
Because this does not happen when I look through your guys' eyes, and I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's up.
I'm just going to fully reveal this room and see if that helps.
Okay.
See if it's just a weird interaction with the light.
Maybe.
With the dynamic lighting. I don't know.
Maybe. With her maul out, she is going to run up, slide over here, and just swing at the guy who
all right, roll to hit.
Stabbed Felix.
Roll them bones.
All right, let me get my Theo's character sheet. Roll them bones. I have attack. My maul. Does a 15 hit?
That absolutely hits.
Oh, sweet. Oh, all right. Okay. That is not necessarily a super great level. All right, I have 2d6 plus 4. 2d6 plus 4 on that, so let me get my 2d6. I should have had them out, but I didn't. All right, 2d6. Ugh, that's not very good. That's a 3 and a 1. So that's just 4 plus 4, so 8 damage.
Your maul bites down hard, and you hear the snap of a bone as this cultist starts screaming in pain. They almost drop their sword, but they are still barely standing and like almost just like precariously balancing and hobbling on one leg. You have bonus action, and I think that's about it.
I'm going to expend my action surge.
All right, let's go. Fighter time, baby.
I don't have my extra attack yet, but I do have my action surge.
I do now.
I do now. If I use action surge, I do.
I'm momentarily level 5.
Okay, that one's a 14.
That hits.
Okay. Ooh, that's a double 6.
Ooh.
Double 6.
You only needed one because you bring this alleged cultist turns towards you, their face contorted in agony. You put them out of your misery as your maul crushes their head against the wall.
And she's like heavily breathing, and the black stuff is kind of going up her neck again. And she turns her head towards the guy in the big cloak, and she points her maul at him and goes, "You're next."
Well, Finian's next. Finian, it is your turn. You just watched Theo crush a man's skull against the wall.
As I step into the room and see said crushing, and see her point at the cloaked guy, I'm like, alrighty then, and I'm going to take a shot at the cloaked man.
Roll them bones.
How's Felix doing? Is he still beautiful? Covered in blood?
Does a 19 plus that is a 26 hit. Yeah, it
Yes,
was almost a.
that
was
hits.
almost a. Almost
That
a
was
crit.
literally that was more than double his AC. Yes, you hit. Roll damage.
Total of 10 damage.
Okay. The shot rings out and catches him in the shoulder, and it's like, ugh. Interesting. That's not magic. And you have bonus action and the remainder of your movement.
Shows what you know. I am going to. Duck back behind the wall.
As you step backwards, or as you attempt to step backwards into the door, you feel the solid door behind you as it has sealed itself magically shut. You are stuck in the room.
I'm gonna is this like a ledge here?
Yes. So this entire, so again, 3/4 of this pit of sorts is it's about a 5-foot drop. So it's about like a 2-ish foot, like sort of half wall. That's
All right,
kind of.
I'm gonna well, since I'm only like 3 feet tall, I'm gonna walk up to the basically duck,
just kind of hide behind.
Attempt to conceal myself behind the ledge.
You're trying to time crisis yourself, is what you're saying. There's a deep cut right there. I am dating myself with that one. God, those games were so good. Okay, does that end your turn?
Yes.
All right, it is now the Wizardman's turn. He is unhappy at what just happened, so he's got his movement there. He is going to run up here and create some distance. And now that he's on the same level as you, Finn, he can see, because he is taller. He's about 6 feet tall, so he can just see over the ledge. So you are now a target within range, which is perfect.
Do I get partial cover at least?
It's less about cover and more the fact he needed to see you for magic missile to work.
Lame.
So,
magic missile can just go.
All he needs to do is see me.
He needs to see you. He knows what he's about. All right.
Roll that damage.
Okay. Ooh, that's rough. That's a 3. So it's 3 plus 1, so that's 4. These darts slam into you, Finian, as you take 16 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
As the spellcaster snap. Oh wait, hang on. Oh no, it's an automatic hit. Bane doesn't matter. As he snaps his fingers and you just feel thum, dum, 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 as these bolts strike you and you almost double over and keel over in pain. But you cough, you feel the wind driven from your lungs, and you are still standing.
Or crouching, I suppose.
Yeah, so you're still there behind. Part of the force of the bolt knocks one of the bricks loose, so you're there's a little cutout where they can see you've got a little drip of blood coming from the nape of your head, kind of rolling down your eye. That will end the cultist's turn. We're back to top of the order. It's crossbow bolt man. He is just watched his friend's head get crushed by the big goat lady, so he's gonna shoot at her.
Unicorn!
He's not making that difference right now. So that's a 3. The bolt, he's terrified, and the bolt fires into the ceiling. That will end his turn. Felix, you are up. Theo, you are on deck.
Just because it's fitting, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on him.
Okay.
And just dying of laughter. Just what kind of pathetic fucking shot was that? Good God, you must be embarrassed. Oh my God, boy. Really? Good.
All right, roll.
Mummy's so proud.
What's this? It's a charisma save, correct? Or is it charisma or wisdom?
Wisdom save.
Well, they're both 0s, so that 5 will fail.
All right, he's gonna have disadvantage on his next attack roll.
And he should be taking some psychic damage, I think.
Yes. I just had to find my dice. 2.
2. He grabs his head and like the smoke of this bane continues to wheel around him, and you hear like this muttering. You just hear muttering under his breath as he deals with your vicious insult. That will end your turn, I assume. Well, no, you have bonus. You have bonus and movement.
Do I have shit that I can do on my bonus?
Do you have healing word? That's about it. You could give inspiration again.
Cure wounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't used it yet, but
No, but a bard can hand out multiple inspirations around.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
if it, like,
Hannah,
took
you want
away
some
from
inspo?
somebody.
Yeah, it
I'd
doesn't
love
go
some
away.
inspo. Inspire me.
All
I
wanna
will.
do
I will
is see
say
you turn
for the
into a
I will
giant
say
wo-
for the sake of
giant woman.
for the sake of like the obvious, you guys see how fucked up Felix is, or I'm sorry, not Felix, Finian is. He is not looking great.
You good, bud?
Well, I am an eyes shot of
He's
of Felix, so
he's
Yeah.
going.
I'm literally caught. Like I try to talk, and I just cough up blood because it was all like force damage, so it's all internal damage.
Yeah, it's like you are bleeding internally. There is probably a broken rib or two,
That's
perhaps
where the
a
blood's
punctured lung.
supposed to be. Internal.
The doctor said my bleeding was internal. That's where my blood's supposed to be.
Theo, you are up. Finian, Finian, you are on deck.
I don't have any healing magic.
I do, and I forgot.
But I do have hurting magic. It's called this.
I cast hammer.
I cast hammer. She's gonna run at the dude, at the shooty guy. That's what, 30 feet? Yeah. It's got. Yeah, I've got 35 feet of movement, so she's gonna swing at the guy with the thing.
Okay, roll the bones.
Because he's in the way of the wizard. The wizard. Oh, right, wrong one. Oh, that's not gonna hit. That's a 2 plus 6.
Ooh, no, that will
God damn it.
miss. He's able to just dodge out of the way of you as he fumbles for the sword of his
Use
belt.
the inspiration.
Oh, that's right. I
I don't know.
have to
Actually,
use-
12 may not hit, even if you gotta put. Never mind.
Use it if you. You can use it. I'll allow you to use it.
Wait, what's the
It's a
Or
D6.
six. I gotta put a
D6?
D6. That's what I'm saying. Like even a 6, a 12 may not.
Yeah, even if I were to roll the highest on it.
You're welcome to try.
What the hell? I kiss you.
It goes away at the end of this combat, so might as well.
Yeah. That's a 5. That would only be 11.
Just misses.
Damn it.
You've got bonus and
Which is nada.
all right.
I
You
used up my bonus.
all
And
right.
she yells she yells behind the shooting man because he's nothing. What's going on here? What are you doing? What is this?
It is
Great
Finian. It is
interrogation.
Finian. It is your turn.
Sorry
I'm
that I don't
gonna.
have him by
I'm
the throat right now.
How much do those potions heal for?
1d4 plus 2.
Yeah, we're gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
All right. And you do have those potions prepared, so that falls into the bonus action potion as well because it's on your belt. You
Yeah,
guys can have up to 3 of those.
If I get hit by that much damage again and I don't heal for enough, I'm fucked. So that is a. Yeah, that's not bad. I healed for 10 damage.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Hmm?
You got a good chunk of your health back. You've got your bonus action and movement.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna just. I don't have anything I can do with my bonus. I'm just gonna also chug a potion.
Smart man. it's like Finian over here is just like. It's
God.
It's like I feel like Finian. I feel like just because like was just I was like he's like I'm gonna be off and I'm gonna go and be an adventurer. This is great. Nothing's awful. It's like, oh god, this is so much harder than I thought it was
damn
gonna
I
be.
rolled a 1 on my d4. Fuck roll 20. I always roll shit on roll 20. I don't roll bad on. Whatever.
Yeah.
So that's 3. I mean, that's something.
Okay. So yeah, you're almost back to full.
Yeah.
All right, that will end your turn. It is the mage's turn. He's annoyed that you did that, but there's a more pressing issue, and he looks at you, Theo. It's like, there's nothing going on here. Nothing you need to concern yourself with, friend. And waves his fingers. I need a wisdom save, please.
I have advantage.
Oh, you have advantage.
against
Wisdom
spells
with
and other
advantage.
magical
I
effects.
forgot that you are fucking satyr. Damn it, I forgot about
Satyr,
this.
yeah. So you'll want to double check.
Satyr.
I'm a satyr, so you'll want to double check exactly what spell he's using and make sure it doesn't say humanoid, because I am not humanoid. I am Fae.
To me, humanoid is like a shape word. So
Yeah.
it seems weird to use,
But
like,
it is that
humanoid
is technically correct.
versus
It is charm person, so it's not
Charm person will not work on her.
He holds his hand down and he watches as his spell fizzles. Fuck. That ends his turn. Damn, I forgot about
again.
that.
Felix from the back. Nice going, dipshit.
All right, back to the top of the order. The one in front of you, Theo, is fumbling with his sword, and he's gonna take a swing at you. That's a natural 20.
Yay!
I shouldn't
10
laugh at
points
taking
of
damage.
slashing damage as you feel this thing bite into your side and like almost carve through the layers of armor, and like you can feel it bite into the flesh at your side. You were distracted momentarily, focusing on the wizard. That is all he can do, so that will end his turn.
Oh,
Felix.
you're going to regret that.
Felix, you are up. Theo, you're on deck.
You mean Finian?
No, it's Theo. It's Theo goes before you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Felix, yeah, Felix is up right now.
All right.
Firing that one.
I'm gonna move a little bit.
All right.
Let's see. Does this work? Yeah. I'm gonna cast Charm Person on the wizard.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. And that is a wisdom save, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a natural 1. That's a 4. They are charmed.
Yes!
Now I think we can handle this civilly, like adults, don't you?
You watch as his jaw goes slack momentarily. It's like, no, but of course. How could I be so? And then he stops for a moment, and you watch as his eyes bug out, and his head explodes, and the headless body falls to the ground.
I knew there were bombs! I knew it!
I said bombs, and I didn't do that. Just for the record.
No, remember earlier
I
was
didn't
like,
do
what
that.
if the people were bombs?
Oh my god, why'd that just make me think of the JFK meme where it's like, what if JFK wasn't shot? What if his head just did that?
Oh my god. What if JFK wasn't shot? What if his head just did that?
What if you could just, you just casually pop in your own head, like because you're stressed, like there a lot of pressure built up there.
What the fuck?
Felix is still like lying there, like he's not really watching because he's
Finian?
like, yeah, sorry, Finian. Myself, I called myself Felix. See, we're all fucking up today.
So I feel like Finian just kind of pulls himself up over the ledge. It's like, what the fuck did I just miss?
That's what I was gonna be like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Was
you
not
just
me.
you just hear I didn't do that, and like you look up and the guy's head's gone.
Yeah.
What spell was that?
It wasn't head explosion.
Okay, Felix, you've got
character.
bonus action and you've got bonus action.
For my bonus action, I'm just gonna pee a little bit and be done with my turn.
Or like Ted
It's like-
Cruz?
That wasn't supposed to happen. Theo, you are up.
She looks at the exploding hand, looks down at the final survivor, or looks up. I don't know how tall he is. I'm imagining
he's like
taller, and yeah, he's
5'8".
probably taller than her. He is taller than her. He's taller than by like 3 inches.
Yeah, he's not super tall. He's like 5'8",
But
5'9".
she's shorter. And she is going to attempt to grapple him.
Okay, that will be competing athletics checks.
All right. Modified 20.
6. He is grappled.
What is going on here? What just happened?
Okay.
Yeah, why are people's heads exploding?
Who are you?
The man looks at you. It's just like, I if you get me out of here, I promise I'll tell you every. And you watch as soon as he says, "I'll tell you every," and his head. Pops.
And she's holding him down.
Worse than that, it goes off with the force of a small grenade. So,
Does she get a reaction like a dexterity saving throw to like
2
cover her
points,
face?
2 points of bludgeoning damage to you because you were grappling him and right in the line of fire as this man's head
Okay, I'm still alive.
pops in front of you.
You're covered in brain, but you're still alive.
Yeah,
you
so-
are.
And you got some skull shrapnel in you.
I've been covered in worse. Like,
What?
Now we don't have time to unpack all of that.
bitch,
What's
your
worse
mind's
than a
out
man's-
of the
Ew.
gutter.
I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking what like other like blood and viscera have you been bathed in, you fucking psychopath?
You haven't had like I just went into a totally different accent. You haven't, like,
Hello,
been-
governor.
Governor. I know I'm already
Um,
offending a bunch of people with the accent I'm using now, but like,
Nah,
Uh,
the English can get fucked.
As
Your English, fuck you.
combat ends.
no, don't listen to them.
Combat
I love
ends.
you, English.
No, English is a shit language.
I thought. Oh, you were. Well, we're not talking about language. We're
I was talking about
people.
the English.
Oh, I mean they also have. Listen, America's been fucking the world up for like the last century. England fucked it up for the 5 previous. Like they can take this out.
I'm just trying not to alienate our audience.
Now, fuck our audience. Last campaign, I said fuck all biologists and that they don't deserve rights. So this
This is
campaign,
true.
I'm broadening my horizons and saying
Fuck all
fuck
English.
everyone that's English.
Fuck.
I want to loot the body.
Yeah, combat ends. Very
Felix-
abruptly.
Felix, Finian, are you both okay?
Real quick, before as all of this occurs, as soon as the mage's head popped, you guys notice that the portal begins to collapse in the center of the room and start to shrink. I need everyone to please roll me a perception check. Theo with disadvantage as you're a little concussed from a head exploding less than 3 inches from your face.
Hey, that's a soft 20.
I got a
12.
nat 20.
Hey.
12.
Okay, Theo, you're like still like pick some brain out of your ear. It's just like
Everything's
that's
still
gross.
ringing. It's like,
Yeah, it's like you're still just out here like mop. trying to figure. It's like you see like Finian's mouth moving. You're like, what? Huh? I can't.
I can't just, she's like, what? I can't hear it.
Felix and Finian, double F. As this portal collapses, you swear for a moment. It's so quiet that you almost think it's that vibration sound that you were hearing when the portal was opening, but you feel like you hear like the rustle of a large creature on the other side of this portal, and then it's gone.
Fuck.
Did you feel that?
Feel what?
Yeah. I'm gonna choose to pretend that isn't very ominous.
What are you talking about? Ow, fuck.
I don't know what you
There was-
felt, but There is something big behind that portal there.
Yeah, the portal at this point has collapsed,
What?
and the portal is at this point collapsed, and in the center of the stone circle now is just now more of that red fluid. And as the wizard has died, and like these just headless corpses are there, you watch as this red fluid and all of it smeared along the walls, it immediately starts to oxidize into that black color.
Did you take the bodies because we're not allowed to loot them?
Oh no, I just deleted them, so they
Okay.
weren't cluttering the map. No, you guys, you can absolutely loot them. Please roll me investigation check.
There was something. Theo, instead of looting, she's scrambling towards the center of the where the portal was. Like she's not even caring about the viscous or the whatever. She's just scrambling towards it.
There's
trying to
nothing.
Inspect anything.
There's nothing there anymore. It's now just a stone circle that is full. It's like a well almost full of this material.
God damn it!
It's an
We're gonna
18 on my
unpack that
investigation.
later. Also 18.
18. Okay. You
Wait,
guys are
plus-
able to pluck. You guys both find those little brooch sort of collars things that were holding their cloaks up. They are a 5-clawed dragon claw, and each of the claws are a different color: red, white, green, blue, and black.
Red, white, green, blue, black.
Theo has returned over to do. What are we rolling? Investigation or survival?
Investigation.
I rolled a flat 14.
Flat 14. Again, you are also able to find one of these things. Theo, you would recognize this immediately. This is the sigil of the cult of Chromatus. Actually, all of you would recognize that. It's a fairly well-known symbol because you all studied basic history. You live in a world where this dragon cult almost took over it, so you're aware of what it looks like.
I'm still not going to admit that Theo's right.
Between the three of you, you find 120 gold, so 40 gold apiece. And you are able to recover the book that it's smeared in blood and viscera, and like blood is soaking through the pages, so like you'll have to get it repaired, but you're able to gather up the wizard's spellbook, whatever he was using in this ritual. But it is completely illegible at this point, given the amount of blood that's soaking into it.
It's just dirty. It's just. Does anyone have prestidigitation?
It's not. It's not dirty in the sense that like some of the oil and so it's not just viscera from the human, but some of that viscous oil has started to seep and leach into the pages. And like you have to like kind of pry it from the corpse's hands as it's almost started to like glue itself down to the ground. So this is going to require something beyond a cantrip to fix.
All right. What else? Did we find?
What the fuck was that?
The fuck was what? Which that? There's a lot of
Which
that right now.
awful thing that just happened.
And well, they're actually fucking here. They're doing it. It's
I fucking told you. I'm not fucking crazy. I've spent the last few years learning about these. I've known about them my entire life.
holy sh.
She's rummaging through them a bit more, trying to find more of the stuff that we'd been told about.
Is this the door back here?
It is a door. There's nothing on their persons. After searching through them and kind of picking through them a little bit, you get the feeling these are not important, not super important people. The wizard was maybe the wizard or the mage was maybe the most important one here. And again, there's not a lot going on. There's not a lot there to sort of point you in any direction outside of what you've already found.
I'm gonna open the door.
You open the door and you find yourself in a hallway. That hallway leads up into the bottom of the warehouse, and you find yourself in a little secluded room. And this is where the map stops, basically. But you find yourself in a small secluded room, something of an office. And within it, you find a treasure trove of stolen items. You see boxes and pallets stacked. You see small sacks of gold and jewels. You see rows of potions and things like that. And in a pile at the base of this table that's kind of just sitting there, you see all of the described items from the palindrome. There's the small chest, and then everything else is kind of stacked on top of it in a, like, kind of bundled up in some linen.
I'm gonna glance around and see if there's anything else worth taking.
Yeah, investigation.
I thought you were the one with morals.
Finn's eyes. Oh yeah, but there's a fucking cult at this point. Like, I'm not leaving shit for them.
Aren't you glad? I almost like mimicked his accent. Aren't you glad you came with us?
He kind of does the oh god, the from Castle, where he does the like lift finger to like he's gonna like say something, and he just does the yes.
You know, it's the gif from Firefly of Nathan Fillion doing this. Like,
it's not Firefly.
Oh
It's
no,
actually, it's
no,
from
I know the
Castle.
gif you're talking about. He goes,
It's Nathan Fillion. I couldn't remember his name for a second, but yeah, it's from Castle though.
I know the movement you're talking about.
Yeah.
yeah,
like,
it's
he
that
goes,
gif. It's the Nathan Fillion like gif.
Yes.
It's like, you win this one, goat lady.
She's Theodosia goes straight for the small chest to open it and make sure the gemstones are still inside.
You open it, the gemstones are there, and they are beautiful. They are like it's almost entrancing how beautiful they are. Like the descriptions were already gorgeous, but like now seeing them in person. And Theodosia, you've looked at like photos and like pictures and paintings of dragon eggs before, and it's very clearly like this is what these are supposed to represent, like carved gemstone dragon eggs. But it's like you reach out and touch it, and you can almost feel like an energy running through it. And you like kind of pull your hand back, and you can almost feel like that static electricity feeling at the tip of your fingers, and they're just incredible. But they are there, and that is what you were tasked with finding.
Takes a slight sigh of relief and just kind of like makes sure, like gently puts the rest of the artifacts like in her bag. She's like being very gentle with everything.
She very obviously like just like, oh my god, the gemstones, they're there. Oh, like, was that visible? Like, did
I guess roll to make sure. She wasn't like she wasn't exactly trying to hide it. She thought they were looking at other stuff. So as far as she was concerned, oh, they're busy. Whatever. It's like the same thing where you just kind of forget other people.
What's your passive perception, Finian?
Not 11.
11. Yeah, I would say it's not.
I wasn't trying to hide it, but I just didn't think anyone was watching.
I think the immense relief is not obvious, but like Theo is definitely of a single mindset versus like the rest of you kind of taking in like, holy shit, this was way bigger than we thought it was, and then Theo's just like, the gemstones. Oh, thank God. But yeah, if you guys, you can all have one investigation check to try to find some loot.
Right.
24.
Ooh, nice.
24, not bad, not bad, not bad.
13, but that's a flat because I have a +0. What'd you get, Morgan?
18.
Nice.
18, very nice. And what about you, Theo? Are you rolling anything?
Oh yeah, I rolled 13.
Okay. You Felix, you find a beautiful gold band with several sapphires set in it, and it's capped with a large sparkling red ruby.
Yoink.
As you touch it, you can feel momentarily, like there feels like there might be some magic to it, but you don't know what it might be. You'd have to identify it. Finn, you find a little vial. You find a vial with some dust in it of sorts, and you kind of shake it up a bit, and you watch as the dust sort of like suspends itself within the vial before kind of collapsing back down, and you feel that same sort of spark of there might be something magical about this. It's interesting. And Felix, not Felix, Theo, you find a series of, you find a sparkly, bright blue vial of some sort of potion, and you can see like little electrical bolts running through it.
Okay.
And these are the only 3 things that don't have like a label on them. Everything else is actually meticulously organized and labeled, and you can see for certain things like the chests are labeled with palindrome, and the and some of the other labels like contain like certain warehouses they were stolen from, or other magical shops they were stolen from. But these 3 items are the only things that don't really have a label on them, so you feel safest in that maybe these will go missed.
Is there enough here that we could carry it out, or would we probably consider...
No, there is so much here you would need help to get all of this out. This would be something you'd probably want to report back to Dalma.
All right. Looks like this is everything that was missing.
Shouldn't we? We can't carry all this ourselves.
No.
But also...
Huh? Fucked up?
Well, shouldn't we keep... We shouldn't leave it here, we should at least make sure the rest of the place, there's no more of those fuckers around.
I mean, we pretty thoroughly searched the place.
Well, you guys are now in the warehouse above the catacombs you were just in.
If we won't, we can have a guard. We can go out front and have a call for a guard, and have the guard fetch her instead, and we'll stay here. And the guards can bring her. They'll see the state we're in. If they know me, they'll go get her. They'll trust me.
Oh, you're saying you're gonna go up by yourself?
If we just go out the front door, if we just stand there and say, hello, we're covered in blood. Could someone please,
Well, let's at least grab the stuff that we were specifically sent here to get.
I already got that.
Just in case.
I already got that. And she points at her bag. That's what she had been doing before. She'd been gently putting all the dragon artifacts in her bag.
Okay.
All right. You guys can make your way through the warehouse without much issue. It's just, again, big rows of boxes stacked on boxes. As you approach the front door, it bursts open, and you see several of the guards of the warehouse armed to the teeth, pointing spears at you. And behind them, you can see several city guard running up as well, Dalma leading them. As heads popping, whether underground or not, make noise. And it sounded like a couple of gunshots.
Wait, is this Bob Hill?
Yes. Sorry, Domay. Domay. Yeah, Domay.
It occurred to me. I was like, wait a minute, Dalma doesn't sound right.
Domay. Sorry, I was thinking.
Domay Bob Hill.
Yeah, and you see Domay running up. It's like, and like everyone's shouting at you. It's like, drop your weapons! Like it's just like a loud like screaming fit. And then
Whoa,
Domay.
What are you doing? Like, no, it's what are you... And like he's just like,
yeah,
just holy shit.
And Domay runs up. It's like, oh Christ alive! And it's like she like looks at all of you like covered in like blood and just, what the fuck? You are investigating a robbery.
We found it.
Felix is just like, we did it.
So Thea, Thea,
shut your fucking mouths.
You wanna?
Shut your fucking mouths Now, please, because anything I hear, I have to write down. And if I hear something I can't ignore, I have to arrest you. So, gentlemen, the city guard will be taking it from here. Clean up whatever mess is left here. All right? And don't touch anything.
Can I say one
Please
thing?
and thank you. Yes?
Stolen shit is in the back.
Thank you kindly. Looks at she does the fingers to the eyes, points them to the guards. Nothing goes missing. Frankie over here is going to stay and watch you guys catalog carefully. And
Who's
this big half orc with black and brown skin and one tusk walks up and is like, "Oh, how are you? Chop chop. Hello." And he kind of waves at you. He's like as soon as they turn their back, the big scowl drops. "You guys all right? How you doing?
Pamphlets.
Everything
Are we
okay?"
still covered in blood?
Yes.
Theodosia flicks a bit of brain off her shoulder.
Oh, that was disgusting.
I've been better.
Oh, I'll feel that. Yeah. And he reaches his hand out to all of you, and he will cast. He casts Healing Word on all of you for 5 HP. He is a cleric, not actually a fighter.
Oh.
And you guys can see now.
It'll be very scary.
You guys can see now. He has around his neck a icon of the goddess of the god Zem. The interconnecting rings.
Hell yeah.
That was.
I'm gonna get to work now. It's nice to meet you all. And he just walks into the warehouse.
He had a pendant,
So are we
This
not gonna
one.
say anything about the and he kind of does just he puts his hands around his head, just
You heard
not
her.
gonna-
Anything we say, she has to write down.
I don't like writing things. I don't like writing things down as much as I possibly can, especially when I'm going to go out and you guys are walking back towards the guard district at this point. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume some stuff of very questionable legality has occurred over the last 90 minutes or so.
Potentially.
Right. So here's
There-
what we're going to do.
Yes.
I'm going to take you back. I'm going to write an incident report. And if the three of you perhaps slip out the back door while I'm not paying attention and return to wherever you were that you might have been hired, that might be the best thing for everyone right now.
I agree. Gentlemen.
And then you hear her mutter under your breath, "I need to head off Granddad." And
Theo looks pointedly at her darts.
and she walks off towards the guard district, and she leads you all back towards the guard district. It's like, "All right, folks, you stay right here and don't go anywhere." And she very slowly turns around and just starts fumbling with her keys to unlock the guard office.
I am walking towards the palindrome.
Yep. Theodosia is following.
he doesn't Finn just doesn't know what to do. He's like, "But we're supposed
Come along, boy.
wait up!" It's just
Baldy said he'd find us.
No, he told us that we're meeting him at the fountain in the city center later.
Oh, is that right? You're
Yep.
Yep, you're right. Looking at my notes. Meet Baldy at fountain
Mm-hmm.
is what I have in my notes.
You guys return to the palindrome to find that the entire shop has vanished. The place where it was, the two shops on either side of it have smushed themselves together to fill the space, and the shop has disappeared. And as you guys stand there for a couple of minutes, you watch as you hear a little piece of paper sparks itself out of nothingness in front of you, and a little letter appears in front of it. And on the letter it is written, "So appreciative of your work. Unfortunately, I had to skip town momentarily. We'll run into each other someplace soon." And it just says "cat" with a heart. And then there's a little PS. Do please try to hold on to those items for me. They are still very important. Ta-ta.
We're lugging a chest around for a magical bitch that couldn't be bothered to
Action.
stay here to pick it up.
She's lugging a chest around.
Ah, right. Congrats, goat woman. Your problem.
Unicorn.
Hooves.
And
Unicorns have hooves.
and then as you guys roll the note up and you start
Points at her
walking,
singular horn. Unicorn.
as you guys start to walk away, you guys there's another little spark and flashing sound, and another note appears tied on the end of a small sack, and it's like apologies, payment, and a sack of 500 gold appears in front of you all.
How do we
It's
split
not
that
divisible by 3.
It is not. This is the start of your party funds.
Oh.
As you
is that
guys
my
as you
problem?
open the sack.
I'm writing it down too.
Yeah, as you open the sack and you discover it is a coin purse of holding. So it is an unlimited money holder.
Which seems very convenient when, you know, you're in a world where you have to carry around heavy pieces of metal and you need thousands of them.
It's like Finn,
Right.
Finn is out here just like, this is dumb as fuck. I'm going to invent the credit card.
What if he's like, what if our money was paper? I can't do an Irish accent.
Yeah, you went straight to Russian.
Oh yeah.
You're fucking
Fucking
good.
good. Can't do it.
You gotta
Just
extend
say
the
second
O's.
breakfast like 4 times.
Potato.
Somehow that was still Russian.
It was still-
3
yeah,
syllables.
still
It was
very
still
Russian.
I can do one accent and one accent only. Mine.
That's all right. So you guys, at this point, it's starting to get into the later afternoon, and I would like everyone to roll a perception check, please.
11.
11.
15 plus
It's just
3, 18.
18.
21.
21. You get the feeling you're being watched, and not in a familiar way.
Love that for us. All right, to the fountain.
Can I... Wait, we all feel it?
Yeah, you all get the feeling of being watched.
I rolled a goddamn 21 and it didn't do anything special.
No, it's like you guys hear like the sound of like tile shattering as like someone was on the roof above you, definitely kind of like watching down and looking at you.
Okay.
I look up.
You don't see anything, but you know that someone's following. You know that someone's following you.
Great. I love this. Fountain?
Fountain. Theodosia pointedly pulls her maul off and it just has it over her shoulder.
All
Okay.
right.
Just in case.
All right. You guys make your way to the fountain. There's a couple of people walking around. And as you guys kind of stand there for a couple of minutes, kind of casting your eyes about, a cloaked figure starts to walk down the street towards all of you. And you watch as as this figure stops at the fountain and starts flicks a coin into the fountain, like making a wish. It's like, it's a funny thing, wishes. You don't know. You make a wish and you dream of what might happen. It's the details that get tricky. I have a feeling that you look like you're all carrying some valuable things. He hasn't looked at you once, still just kind of a side profile of this cloaked figure. You have some valuable things upon you. I think a drink with an old friend would be safest for the 3 of you. our mutual acquaintance should be around soon. Good work.
Cryptic people. Just...
And he draws his cloak back. And as the cloak leaves where you would see a person, you watch as the cloak collapses to the ground, an empty sort of shell of fabric.
I miss my life like 48 hours ago, before I met you two, when this shit didn't happen to me.
That's the person who wanted to go on this thing in the fucking first place? Yeah, she's... fucking...
When we signed up to find some stolen shit, I didn't think it would end with two of us being just drenched in brain goo. In my I mean...
The information might not have been worth that much.
It was plenty worth it for me.
You guys...
Come on, pussies.
I'm sorry that, suddenly now you're involved in something that might be bigger than yourself.
There's nothing
Looks
bigger
like,
than me. I'm very
Looks like you
important.
might actually have to do some good for someone.
What'd you say, Felix?
I said there's nothing bigger than me. I'm very important.
I want that on a t-shirt. If we were to ever make merch, I want that. That's the merch shirt I'm making. I want. There's nothing bigger than me. I am very important.
Felix Faircourt. I feel like that needs to be written in Comic Sans.
Booty shorts and Comic Sans with that on the ass.
Yes, there we go. I'm nothing's bigger than me. I'm very important. You guys are able to understand the hint and make your way to the cellar. And you arrive at a darkened and closed bar, which is unusual for the time of night. As soon as you arrive, the door opens. Bartholomew kind of looks at you with like some shifty eyes. Quickly, come. And kind of ushers you in. And as you descend the stairs into like the dimly lit bar, you see a familiar bald-headed figure sitting at a table. Looks up at all of you and smiles. Oh, that wasn't so hard, was it? That is where we'll end our session for today. But not before you all advance to level 3.
Woo! Yay!
Yes!
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Dances with Dice. Please follow us on all social media channels at Dances with Dice and use the hashtag DWDcast or DWDart, and we'll use you as named NPCs in the show. Thank you so much for joining us, and join us every single Tuesday for new episodes of Dances with Dice.